Hello, hello, hello.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
Alright, well, alright, show me that you're innocent. Let me see, if you're innocent, I will not shoot you.
Locked.
Well, no, where do I go? Oh, I'm stupid. The only place I didn't go at all is obviously this door. Hey. The interrogation room. Yep, here it is. Alright, you're gonna talk, boy. You're gonna talk good. I gotta get my interrogation voice. I gotta be the nice guy. Sir, could you tell me about the notebook? Could you just... look, I'm your friend. Just tell me about the notebook.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
Mr. Nelligan? What about the sea knife?
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
You're lying to me. I can get answers. Wait a second. Let's look at his hat. He looks like a newspaper boy. Shabby cat. Let's get a little forehead. He's got a little patch. Don't mind me, I'm just eyeballing your figure. Expensive fabric. Got a button. He's got a little pocket. You got blisters, scars, calluses. He's yeah, something. I don't know what that was. Short sleeves. He's got a thick neck.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please
Yeah.
let me go. I'm innocent.
Oh, Mr. Nellian, I have ways of dealing with people like you. You see what this is? You see what this thing is? It's a thing they use the source of measurement. What am I gonna do with it? Nothing, not really. I'm just gonna connect the dots. We know that's a thing. Let's check you out. Retrieving the notebook. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in the pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made this attempt. Pinned to the wall. Swift actions. Okay, that was actually something. Task. Experiments required. We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man can use a harpoon well enough to kill it by fully piercing the body. That actually makes sense.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Alright.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
You left your book in a dead man's blood.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible, but if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Well, thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
Alright. So, Scotland Yard. That's where the kid is. This is the butcher. So I need to go to Woodman Lee to get the harpoon real quick. I'm going to jack one of your husband's harpoons. I'm pretty sure I don't need to ask, but I'm gonna wait. There's a little, what was that popping up? Stone pathway. Land. Okay, I don't really need to know this. I know. Wait, actually, I might need to know this. Footprints. Actually, alright, let me run up here. Hey, I don't know if I have to ask you or not, but I gotta make sure, because I don't want to just take it and be, you know, off with your crap without asking. And I'm pretty sure we'll be fine, because it's, you know, getting closer to figure out what happened.
Such a thing.
Okay, you're still on that. Take one of these harpoons.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the
Oh!
experiment.
Jesus, we still ain't got your body out of here? Like, it's been 2 days. Like, you're... Oh, my God. Like, there's flies on you, dude. That means they... Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
You know what? You're right. Aim for the mark and hold breath.
The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through.
Alright.
Holmes, you should try to aim better.
Shut
And
up,
throw-
Watson. Talk back to me, you're fired. Oh. So it is possible.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
Watson's probably gotta hate me. Do I just take this back or... Okay, I don't... This place seems fun. Is that a pig head? It's a pig head. Alright, let's get... Wait a second. There's gotta be something here. Strength required. Pins to the wall. Let's see what this says. Feat of strength. It requires as much greater strength than that of an average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through to the wall. A degree of skill would most likely be necessary. 2 men in cooperation might achieve the same result. Lucky throw. There's a remote possibility that an unskilled, untrained man could manage to pin Mr. Kari to the wall with a harpoon. Alright. Lucky throw.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
You know what? You right. I don't know what I'm doing here, though. Have anything to say?
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect. Good gracious, you caught someone.
Yeah. Well,
At least now you have...
examine belongings to John Harpley at the evidence room in Scotland Yard. Oh my God, I gotta go
map
back to
of
Scotland. Oh, evidence room right here. Alright, need to check the belongings. Excuse me. Let's see, Mr. Oh, I'm guessing it's right here on the table. Yeah, it's right here.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Yep, there's his book.
The notebook
Open it.
that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
We could ask him about these numbers.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Oh, I already done asked him. Ring. Oh, I saw that. What does it say?
From R. Dawson.
To my friend and partner.
And partner.
1883.
1883. To my friend, Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Alright. Well, that's one thing we got. Got a handkerchief.
With the initials J.H.N.
And we got a little
A
pocket knife.
pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
Alright. Alright, now let's see what we got here. Mary Johnson is a usual thief. Seems not to be a usual thief. What is his role in all that? And we got evidence, we got a ring. Alright, so I need to check my archives. Well.
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Alright. Bankrupt thing. Got it. Alright, let's get out of here. That'll be nice. Tell me about this gold ring, my friend.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Lies. Father jacket, sharp knife, for ring engraving.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
Alright, tell me about the ring's owner, man.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
Lies. Welcome garden, father's jacket. Father's jacket. Oh, you're dead.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Alright. Now that they're all calm and on even footing, Dawson and Nell, tell me now, please.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Is your body still in here? Oh my god. Like, can somebody just get him down? Okay. Oh, ship logs.
83. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
No, crap. Bear with me, guys. I'm really bad at reading cursive. I'm really bad at reading, period, so.
Is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away.
No.
Log notes for August. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Alright. So I just need to find somebody.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Alright. How do I call the guy under our window? What's under this thing here? Lady, get out of your window! Okay. Well.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Smart kid.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Swear to God, if they laid a hand on Nelligan, I'd have to slap him. Alright, what you guys did to Nelligan?
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.